What's good, YouTube? Back with another video. This is another daily vlog, day 132 of growing my redtail cat. And yes, he's back in his old tank. Reason being is because if you could see by the previous videos that I got a new fish, but I didn't want to put him in here. I wanted to put him in a big tank only because I wanted to be able to actually monitor him. Like in this tank, I know it's all, I have my ups and downs, but I know he's more sturdier in this tank than I would trust that fish. So, and these guys doing well too, so you guys never thought to see these guys in a couple more videos. But I'm actually thinking about keeping these size. I don't want to feed them to the pet bass thump, but I might. But I might just buy some because I just feel like I caught these and they're actually not that hard to maintain. They just need a certain amount of females and maybe a male, like 1 male to 5 females, but you don't know. So only way I could tell is if I see them fighting and picking at each other. So kind of gives hints of who's who, so I know who to pull and who not to pull. But yeah, for the most part, I ain't really into them. I'm into this big guy. I fed them last night, so you know how they be. They got a digested full, but I'm gonna drop another banger today. I'm gonna be feeding the entire enclosure type. I'm gonna be feeding the entire fish room, the pond. I'm gonna definitely spend more time feeding the pond though, cause the bass is gonna eat like 10 times that, and then the redtail gonna eat that. But the Oscars will eat just enough to fill up their mouth. But those, I won't be too worried about them. I'm just really worried about making sure that the pet bass is fed. So I'm thinking about just buying a bunch of these guys and just stocking the whole pond with them. I don't think it's a bad idea. I just gotta like create some small spots and stuff to kind of hide. But I'm gonna also raise the water too, so I'm gonna raise it up a little bit more higher so it can be some depth in the pool. But yeah, I actually think it's a good idea. But I mean, we at 132 with this guy. He ain't nothing but, he actually wasn't shy when he was in the big tank. So I'm gonna move him back, and that's gonna be like my final decision on moving him back and forth. I'm gonna move him one last time, and that's gonna be it. But I just didn't want him to swallow the air palmer because I just got a feeling that he was. So I just don't even want that to just occur. So that's why I'd rather keep a brim in there than those guys. But I also monitor them too, so they don't pick and nip at them. But yeah, but more of that's in my other daily vlog though. But that's all he want to do in this tank. That's why I moved him out, because in the other tank he would roam and want to do a lot more. But acclimations change when you move from different tanks. But I'm actually gonna sit this tank up in the air some. I gotta stand. I just don't feel like I just ain't got time to put it together, but I will put it together. But let me see if I get this guy a little active. Like, there you go. But what would be nice is having a platinum. That would be so dope. But it's so hard to get them. I actually want to like spawn these guys too, and like actually like make some cool, like, you know how regular spawners be, but they say it takes a lot. Like, you cannot tell the sex of these guys. So I just feel like the males got a more redder tail than the female would, and the females are much bigger than the males will be. So that's kind of how you can tell. So I kind of think that the one outside in the pool pond, I think that's a male if I'm not mistaken. But you won't know. He's only like 7 months old now, 8 months old now. But this guy's 131 days old. Do the math. I'm not technically gonna do that, but I think this guy might be male or female. I don't know. I just have to get them bigger so I can see how their temperament is. That's why I don't really want to feed them live fish, because I don't want their temperament to be so aggressive to everything, which will cause fights and, torn fins, maybe even killer fish. So that's why I don't like live food in here. But I mean, this is live food, but he can't eat none of these guys. So it's just he's just like a snake, like a python. He just sitting until he get big enough just to get him. He gonna get them, but they won't be in here by then. They'll probably be even bigger. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, he's really just as healthy as can be. I gotta do a little water change on here. So what I did notice is that whenever you feed them like meaty foods, and like I feed them worms, I fed them worms in yesterday's vlog, so I know you guys saw that if you watched. If you didn't, you should go check that video out and leave a thumbs up. But when you're doing things like that, you might have to do a water change more frequently if you don't have a system set up that'll just push straight fresh water out each time, like all day 24/7. And I think it's like a fluidized, I forgot what it's called, but it's like movable media. If you get something like that, and then it's like you gotta attach like a pipe to it with a drain to where it won't do nothing but just flow fresh water through all day. So I think you gotta connect it to like the pipes into your house. That's a lot of work. I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna figure out a way. I might have to hook up a water hose or something, the DIY way. But yeah, for the most part, it actually does work, keeps everything 0 ppm. But the method that I've been using with the trickle system and the matrix rocks and stuff, that helps too. Like these rocks right here, this helps too. It actually helps a lot because you never have to change this, but if you want to, you can. But in carbon, but you have to change carbon. I can say you can change carbon, but this you don't have to change it if you don't want. You can maybe rinse it off and throw it back in there, but it normally doesn't rot. But I think I'm gonna wind up changing it soon, just because. So it's not gonna be a bad thing. I think I just want to change it just to give them that fresh, you know, that fresh matrix, you know, that fresh carbon. Got it pumping good. Everything is okay, perfect. Everything's where it's supposed to be. But yeah, I mean, water change days, like I'm gonna say Friday. So, but if I gotta do it earlier than that, then I would. But I mean, yeah, this is really day 131, because I know he's not gonna eat. But I know in today's video I'm gonna definitely get some footage for you guys of him eating, because he's still sitting on something. So once he digests that in the next couple hours, I will probably drop another video later on this evening, possibly, or it might be for the next day. And then I have all the raw footage for you guys. The GoPro is in, so I'm gonna see if I can get some underwater footage with the bass. So I might fill it up just so I can get some good footage. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. But with that being said, this concludes my daily vlog of 131 of growing my redtail catfish. If you're new here, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Normally post every day, so you don't have to worry about that. So you'll definitely get a notification. But if you're new here, subscribe. If you are a regular visitor, comment down below and leave a thumbs up about your favorite part of the video and what interests you with the last video and this video before. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in tomorrow's vlog. Peace.